I suppose. So the background to who is doing it is we are the API, the Australian Power Institute. We were established about 15 years ago by power sector organisations. And our whole mission is to make sure that the power sector, the heavy, technical, specialised, heavy electricity power sector has the workforce that it needs for the future. So inherently, that includes making sure we have the diverse workforce, the strong technical workforce, and the strong leaders at all levels that we need within that workforce. And also looking at things like, what is changing from a strategic workforce perspective. So we've been around for 15 years. We do different things, but we really cover the whole spectrum of the issues I've spoken about. So we do activities to help build the pipeline with primary school STEM. We then move into high school programs to get high school kids to be keen on technical careers, engineering careers, and power in particular. But we really have a strong focus on the university space. So if you're not aware, we have about 90 to 100 undergrad students on scholarships or bursaries across Australia. About 30% of those students are female mostly engineers, and most of our cohort are electrical engineers, and a range of other programs to develop our undergraduate students in the power sector and help them on that career journey. And we have some of our bursary students with us today, so hello. And we're also strong in the workforce development space of the current workforce, and both looking at, I suppose, a range of things, but the flagships that we're known for is really the API Summer School. So as an organisation, we are funded by our members, which are industry organisations. So about 21 different industry organisations, and we're governed and led by a board of senior leaders across the power sector. This is relevant for the Powerful Women program because this is ultimately the governance team for the Powerful Women program as it proceeds. So they make the decisions around how the program works and ultimately who will be supported into the program as well. At the back end of the API, we have quite a small team who get a lot done. So there's myself as CEO, I'm an engineer, but we also have Michelle based in Queensland, who's our new programs and operations manager, Steph based in Melbourne, who is our engagement coordinator, and some of you may know Kendall Klingerman, who used to be Steph and Michelle and has moved into other roles, but Kendall is also helping us with a number of things. So I did just see a question pop up on the chat there. So is it just for female engineers, or do we focus on technology careers? The answer to that is the Powerful Women program, as it is, and we'll talk about what that is, obviously, is very much focused on women. It's a program for women, but as we'll touch on in a moment, particularly for professionals, it centres around the API's Summer School, and we currently, that is a program that's open to everyone. What we're trying to do with the Powerful Women program is to get more women participating in the Summer School, and I'll talk about Summer School in a moment. So our two flagships are really the bursary program, this university space, and building that pipeline of talent. And then the next is the Summer School, and you can hopefully see some obvious links between building the university qualified power sector engineering talent and then making sure that their career development continues. Diversity is something that the API board has identified as a real priority for us, and the Powerful Women program actually came out of the board first identifying we want to do more in diversity and then identifying some specific opportunities. But in that diversity space, we're really proud, I suppose, that we already have a high penetration of, or high participation of, female students in the bursary program at around 30%, and a number of other initiatives, whether it's actively promoting careers in power using female role models, but also tailoring and tweaking how we do that activity and the messaging to be more reflective of an audience of female high school students. We've also worked with the Clean Energy Council recently to do a survey on diversity to get a good sense of where we're at, but we do know that we need to do more, and a number of activities that are a bit more standalone to develop female leaders. So looking at this, we're looking at something more transformational and more impactful on women in the leadership space.